open the Visual Studio Code, file, open folder 02 React.js 8 am. The function without a name, called as anonymous function. The function Haricharan, the function without a name called as anonymous function. Why anonymous functions? Why anonymous functions? Where a function hoisting not possible. Function hoisting not possible in anonymous functions. Function hoisting possible in named functions. Function hoisting not possible in anonymous functions. So because of that reason, we need to go for anonymous functions. Fine. Now, guys, do you people know JSON? Do you people know JSON?
Yes.
What is the JSON?
JavaScript object
Notation.
Stands for
notation.
JavaScript object notation.
Yes.
JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. Fine. Second point. Why JSON? JSON used to transfer the data over the
network.
JSON used to transfer the data. JSON used to transfer the data over the network. Fine. One more point. Is JSON lightweight? Yes. JSON is lightweight. Coming to the JSON is the lightweight. You read all the points once again. What is the first point? JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. Second point, JSON used to transfer the data over the
network.
third point. JSON is
Lightweight.
Coming to the JSON is the lightweight. One more point. How to represent the objects?
Curly braces.
How to represent the objects with the help of curly brackets? We will represent the objects with the help of curly brackets.
Yes.
How to represent the arrays? We will represent the arrays with the help of square bracket. How to represent the data? We will represent the data in the form of key value pairs. Yeah, Ravitesa, please explain all the points once again. What is JSON? Ravitesa, JSON stands
JavaScript object notation.
Ravitesa, second point.
JSON is used to transfer the data over the network. JSON is lightweight.
JSON is lightweight. How to represent the objects?
Object represents with the help of
curly
curly
brackets. How to represent the arrays?
with the help of
How to represent the data in the form of key value pairs. Key and a value. Key and a value separated.
Colon.
Separated by using colon. Key and a value separated by using colon. Fine. Now, take one variable. I wanted to take one variable. Let obj. What is the variable? Obj. Colon data type. What is the data type? Any. Say this one here. The data type is the. What is the data type? Any. Let obj colon any equal to object. This is the object or not? This is an object to store it into which variable? Obj variable. What is the data type? Any. Yeah, this may say this one. This may call to Pavani. Fine. Let what is the variable name? Obj colon any colon what? Any. The data type of JSON is any. Remember that one. What is the data type of JSON?
Any.
Fine. Equal to object. Equal to object. Inside the object, we have the key value pairs. What we have? We have the key value pairs. See the key here. Key is key one. Value is empty. What is the key? Key is key one. Value is empty.
Empty.
Obj dot key one answer. Empty. Obj dot key one answer is the empty, not undefined. Empty. Fine. Next one. Key two.
Two.
Key two colon anonymous function. Key two colon what? Anonymous function. What is the first key? Key one. Dali say this one. Key one. What is the value? Empty.
Empty.
Srikar, what is the key? Key two. What is the value? Anonymous function.
Yes.
How to execute this anonymous function? I wanted to execute that anonymous function. How to execute? Obj dot key two
braces.
Obj dot key two off. Automatically we can execute the anonymous function. Whatever the anonymous function is there, that the anonymous function we can execute. And any confusion? What is the key one? Key one equal to empty. What
Empty.
is the key two? What is the key
Anonymous
to
function.
execute this anonymous function? Vidyasagar, tell me how to execute anonymous function. Obj dot key two off. Obj dot key two off. Automatically we can execute the anonymous function. Fine. Inside the anonymous function, intentionally I wanted to create another anonymous function. We can create or not.
Yes.
This is the anonymous function or not.
Yes.
Or not. This is the anonymous function. Inside this function, one more anonymous function. Create one more anonymous function. How to create? This is the anonymous function or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Can I store this anonymous function to one variable? Yes or not? So this is another anonymous function or not? This is anonymous function stored into which variable? Inner variable. So how to execute it? Inner of.
No.
We can execute the inner anonymous function. Yes or not? And tell me here, you people need to tell the part once again. Important question. This is the important one. What is the key one?
Empty.
Ali, what is the key one? Empty. The key one is the Jaysri. What is the variable name?
OBJ.
What is the variable name? OBJ. What is the data type?
Any.
What is the data type? Any.
And
The data type is the any.
any.
What is the key?
Key one.
Key one.
Empty. Yeah.
What is the value?
Empty.
Empty.
Empty. The value is the empty. Fine. What is the key? Key
Key
two.
two.
What is the value?
Anonymous
Anonymous function. The value is the anonymous function. Fine. How to execute this anonymous function? How to execute? Obj dot
Key two.
key two off. Obj dot key two off. Automatically we can execute this anonymous function. Yes or not?
Yes.
This anonymous function internally contain one more anonymous function. This anonymous function internally contain what it contain? Internally contain one more anonymous function. Yes or not? So how to create another anonymous function? This is the another anonymous function or not?
Yes.
So this anonymous function into one variable.
Yes.
Store this anonymous function into one variable. What is that variable? Inner. How to execute this inner function?
Inner
How
of.
to execute inner of. That's it. Inside this function, assign the key one. Assign the key one. How to assign the key one? The star key one equal to we need to pass React.js with the TypeScript. We should place the React.js with the type. Yes or not? What is key one initially? What is key one initially?
Empty.
But here, what is the key one?
React.js with TypeScript.
Initially empty, later React.js with the TypeScript. Can I access the key one? Yes or not? Can I access the key one?
Yes.
How to access
Console
log of obj dot keyword. obj dot keyword.
Hmm.
And what is the output we are expecting?
React
React
JS
JS with the
with
TypeScript.
TypeScript.
How to execute the code?
Oh, the
How to
file
execute
name
the
dot
code?
JS.
TSC
File name
functions
dot
dot
TS.
TS. Node
Node.
functions dot
JS.
JS. Yes, are we getting any output?
No.
Are we getting any output? No, that is the bug. That is the bug of anonymous functions. Because of bug in anonymous functions, we are not getting output here. Fine. Guys, so what is the meaning of this here? Can you tell the meaning of this here?
Yes.
This means
Related to the
Current object.
means OBJ or not?
Yes, yes, OBJ only.
Means OBJ or not?
Yes.
Yeah, as a developer, this means OBJ. Yes or not? But this anonymous function saying this means not OBJ. This
creates its own
not OBJ.
object.
This means myself only. It is saying what? This means myself only. So that is the bug of anonymous functions. To overcome these kind of bugs only, they introduced one concept. What is that concept? Arrow functions. Listen here, guys. So you people need to say this one. Guys, say this one. As a developer, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? This
Current
means
object.
OBJ.
As a current, yeah. As a current object.
This means OBJ or what? As
Yes.
a developer, this means OBJ. But this anonymous function saying what? This anonymous function saying what? This means not OBJ, not OBJ. This means myself only. This means myself only. That is the bug of anonymous functions. That is the bug of anonymous functions. To overcome that bug only in the ES6, they introduced one concept. That concept we can call arrow functions. Fine. Let me share this painted diagram to you. Fine. Yeah. Guys, see this one. Instead of anonymous function, can I remove the function?
Yes.
Remove the function. Can I place the arrow symbol?
Yes.
So this a function of what do you call arrow function? Fine. Tell me here how to replace anonymous function with the arrow function. How to replace
Function keyword.
function. Place the arrow symbol.
Yes.
Automatically anonymous function replace it with the arrow function. Now check the output here. Yes, what is the output we are getting? React JS with the TypeScript. So this is the output we are able to see. Very, very important, guys. In the like if you wanted to keep any fake experience, they're asking these kind of examples only. If anyone wanted to put the fake experience in the interview, they're asking these kind of scenarios only. They won't ask like any definitions. Remember that point. Fine. Now copy this code here. We need to copy this code. Let me share that code to you. Can I write the theoretical point also?
Yes.
Can I write the theoretical point?
Yes. Yes.
Anonymous functions. Anonymous functions. Anonymous functions breaks the scope. Breaks the parent's scope. Anonymous function breaks the parent's scope. Fine. Next one. Arrow functions. Arrow functions obeys the parent's scope. Obeys the parent's scope or follows the what? The parent's scope. So this is the difference between anonymous functions and arrow functions. Yes, fine. Now, let me go for the one more new topic. We need to go for one more new topic. Which topic? Arrow functions. Fine. Why so? Arrow functions introduced into which version?
ES6. Yes,
Coming to
yes.
the arrow functions introduced in ES6 version. So let me add the point here. We need to add the point here. Yes, say this one here. Yes, let me add the point here. Let me add the point here. Arrow functions introduced in ES6 version. Arrow functions introduced in ES6 version. Fine. And one more point. One more point is let me go for another point here. How to represent the arrow functions? We will represent arrow functions with the arrow symbol. With which symbol? Arrow symbol. We will represent arrow functions with which symbol? Arrow symbol. Fine. Read the points once again. You people need to read the point once again. Try to read the point once again. What is the first point? Arrow functions introduced in
ES6 version.
Arrow functions introduced in ES6 version. Whatever the arrow functions are there, that arrow functions introduced in ES6 version. Fine. One more point. How to represent the arrow functions?
With the
How
help
to
of
represent the arrow functions? We will
arrow.
represent
Arrow symbol.
with the arrow symbol. Next one. Say this one here. Arrow functions also called as arrow functions, also called as shorthand functions. Arrow functions also called as shorthand functions. Whatever the arrow functions are there, that arrow functions also called as shorthand functions. And one more point. Arrow functions we can use like callback functions. We can use like what callback functions. Read all the points once again. Arrow functions introduced in
ES6 version.
ES6 version. How to represent arrow functions with the help of arrow symbol. Arrow functions also called as shorthand functions. Arrow functions we can use like arrow functions we can use like callback functions. Listen the point once again. What is the callback function? You people should know. To know the point here. For example, we have one server. Assume this one here itself. We have one server. This is the server. Here itself, we have one server. This is the server. I wanted to hit the server. Let me hit the server. If we hit the server, how many types of responses are possible? Two types of responses are possible. Maybe positive response or maybe error response. That is the server or not? That is the server. If I hit the server, I wanted to hit the server. If I hit the server, how many types of responses are possible? Two types of responses are possible. What is the first one? Positive response. What is the second one? Error response. The first one is the positive response. The second one is the error response. Say this one here. Here itself, two types of responses are possible. First response is the positive response. Say this one. First response is the positive response. Second response is the, what is the second response? Second response is the error response. To catch either a positive response or error response, which functions are suggestible functions? Arrow functions. Say this one. Here itself, first arrow function. Here itself, first arrow function. And here itself, second arrow function. How many arrow functions we have? Two arrow functions. These two arrow functions we can call callback functions. What do you call? Callback functions. Say this one. Client wanted to hit the server. If we hit the server, how many responses are possible? Two types of responses are possible. What is the first response? Positive response. Maybe error response. To catch either positive response or error response. Which functions are suggestible functions?
Arrow
function.
function.
So that arrow functions we can call, what do you call? Callback.
Callback.
In the real time, the situations will be like this. If you wanted to put any experience, you need to explain the examples like this. Fine. Say this one game, both the arrow functions, called as callback functions. Both the arrow functions called as callback functions. Yeah, Jaysri, please see the diagram once again. Jaysri, see the diagram once again. Try to see the diagram once again. Mr. Vidyasagar, say this one. Client wanted to hit the server or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Server giving how many types of responses? Two
Right,
types
sir.
of responses. What is the first response?
Positive.
Positive response. What is the second response? Error response.
Negative.
To catch either a positive response or error response. Which functions are suggestible functions?
Arrow functions.
Functions. So that arrow functions technically what do you call callback functions. That's one of the real-time use case. Fine. Now see the another point again. Let me go for the syntax also. Let me go for the syntax also. Fine. Say this one. This is the arrow function. Whatever we have, this one we can call one term again. This one we can call arrow function. This are
Yes.
it's an arrow function to one variable. I want to store that arrow function to one variable. So how to store? Let say this one here variable. Which variable?
Function.
So whatever the arrow function we created, that arrow function stored into one variable. What is that variable? Function one. Tell me the syntax once again. Can you tell the syntax once again?
Let
Is the arrow function or not?
Yes. Yes.
Is the arrow function or not? Yes, so this is the arrow function. This arrow function stored into one variable. How to store into one variable? Let function one. Whatever the arrow function is there, that arrow function stored into one variable. What is that variable? Function one. Here itself, just to mention the return type. I wanted to mention the return type here. Here itself, just to pass the parameters. Let me pass the parameters. Parameter 1 colon data type. Parameter 1 colon data type. Parameter 2 colon data type. Data type. Next one, parameter n colon data type. Parameter n colon what? Colon data type. Next one, here itself, we need to specify business logic. Whatever the business logic is there, that business logic we need to place. This is the syntax to create one arrow function. Fine. Parameter 1 colon data type. Parameter 2 colon data type. Parameter n colon data type colon return type. Fine. Which is symbol? Arrow symbol. Arrow symbol. Write the business logic. How to call the arrow function? How to call the arrow function? Function one of argument 1 comma argument 2 comma next one is the argument n. Argument 2 comma argument 3 comma next one is the argument n. So this is the way to call the arrow function. Can check the syntax here. Syntax is the important. Is it a arrow function? This arrow function is stored into which variable? Function 1. Whatever the arrow function is there, this arrow function stored into one variable. What is that variable? Function 1. This one, what we call? Return type. How many parameters we passed?
3
Number of parameters. Parameter 1 colon data type. Parameter 2 colon data type. Parameter n colon data type. But now let me show the theoretical point to you. Yes. Fine. Can we go for the first example? Raviteja, can we go for the first example? Dali, say this one. Can we go for the first example? Yes. Say this one. Is it a arrow function?
Yes, sir.
Is it a arrow function? Is it returning anything?
No.
No, it won't return anything. Tell me once again, here. So people need you to tell. Is it a arrow function? This is the
Yes.
arrow function or not?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it returning anything?
No.
No, it won't return anything. Store into one variable. Which variable? Let function one. This arrow function, whatever the arrow function is there, this arrow function stored into one variable. What is that variable function?
One.
Fine. Now print some message. How to print the message?
Console.log.
Console.log. Welcome to arrow function. Can I call the arrow function? Can
Yes.
I call the arrow function? Yes. Can we call more than one time?
Yes.
Second time. Next one is the third time. We are calling more than one time. Second time. Next one is the third time. Next one is the fourth time. Let me call the fourth time here. Next one is the let me call the fifth time here. Whatever the arrow function we created, this arrow function we called how many number of times? 5 times. Fine. How to execute the code? TSC functions dot TS. Node functions dot JS. Yes, this is the output we are able to see or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Let me go for another example. How to create one arrow function parenthesis colon retype string, which is symbol arrow symbol. Next one, which one? Curly brackets. Yes, I tell the syntax of arrow function once again.
Yes.
Tell the syntax of arrow function once again. Parenthesis colon
Type.
data type.
Yes.
What is the data type? String. Which is symbol? Arrow symbol. The symbol is the arrow symbol. Store this arrow function to one variable. How to store? Let
variable name
function one. Let variable name. This arrow function, whatever the arrow function we have, this arrow function stored into one variable. What is that variable function? Return something. Return welcome to return what? Return welcome to arrow functions. Return welcome to what? Return welcome to arrow functions. These are one. How to call the arrow function? Function one. Is this arrow function returning something? Yes. How to catch it? How to catch
variable.
it? Let result. Say this one. Welcome to listen here. Welcome to arrow functions stored into which variable? Result variable. Welcome to arrow functions stored into result variable. What is the data type of result? What is the data type? String or not? The data type is the string. Fine. That's important because these functions are important. Shivam, try to say this one. Shivam, how to create one arrow function? Parenthesis colon yeah, colon data type. Data type. What is the data type? String. Which is symbol? Arrow symbol. Create the curly brackets also. Create the curly brackets also. So this is the arrow function or not? What is the return type of this arrow function? String. That arrow function is the string. Store this arrow function to one variable. What is that variable? Function one. Store that arrow function to one variable. What is that variable? Function one. Fine. This arrow function returning something. Return React JS with the return React JS with what? Typescript. Yes or not? Can I call the arrow function? Answer, can I call the arrow function? Yes, sir. Please call the arrow function. Function one of automatically we can call the arrow function. Fine. Whenever we call the arrow function, we are getting the result or not result.
Yes.
How to catch that result? How to
Use
catch that
variable.
result? Let
Let.
result. What is the data type? What is the data type? The data type is the string. So React JS with the TypeScript stored into which
Result
variable? Result
Result.
variable. To print it, how
Log
to
of
print
result.
it, console it
Results.
log of result. Is how to execute the code. That is active. What is the answer we are getting? React JS with the TypeScript.
TypeScript.
Why I say this one? How many lines of business logic we have? We are not using, but we can use it. Fine. Guys, I say this one. Here itself, how many lines of business logic we have?
One line.
One
One
How
line.
many lines of business logic we have? Only one.
One line.
Only
We
one. Yes.
have only one line of the business logic. At that time, return keyword is optional.
Optional.
Return keyword and the curly brackets. Return keyword and curly brackets are optional. So listen the point once again. How many lines of business logic we have? Only one.
One.
If we have only one line of business logic, say this one. If we have only one line of business logic, so which one is optional?
Return keyword and curly
Return
braces.
is optional as well as curly brackets also optional. Return is optional and the curly brackets also optional. When if we have only one line of business logic, same output we are getting. Guys, so through the practice follow, you can get it up. Even the listening itself, you can't get it because syntaxes are the little bit tricky syntaxes. If you put your fingers on the coding itself, then you can get it up. Don't try to manipulate, guys. Manipulate in the sense just like on here, some people they're saying like it's easy. No, if you put your fingers on the coding, then you can understand the arrow functions. Fine. Now comment it here. Fine. Let me create one arrow function. Fine. Is it a arrow function?
Yes.
Is it a arrow
Yes.
function?
Yes.
This is the arrow function. Whatever the function we have, this function we can call arrow function. Can I store? It contains some parameters also. Parameter one colon data type. Parameter one colon data type. Store this arrow function to one variable. How to store? Let variable. What is the variable? Function one. Vidyasagar, are you synced with the class or bouncing? Vidyasagar, Ganesh, just log into the class, just went it outside now.
No, sir.
Fine. Now say this one. Guys, say this one. Please tell me how to create one arrow function. How to create arrow function? Parenthesis.
Parenthesis, colon,
Return type.
Colon,
Return type.
String.
Return type.
return type. What is the return type?
String.
String.
It's a simple.
Arrow function.
Arrow function.
Arrow.
That's the word.
Arrow.
Curly brackets. Fine. How many parameters? One parameter.
One
Parameter one. Parameter one. Colon
Let
data type. What is the data type? String.
String.
Store this arrow function to one variable. How to store into one variable? Let
function one.
let a variable. Which variable? Function one.
Function one.
Function one. Yes, sir. Here itself. Return something.
Yes.
I want you to return something. Return. Have you heard about a backtick operator?
Yes.
Backtick
Yes, sir.
operator. Say this one here. Welcome. Welcome to how to refer parameter one.
Dollar
How to
curly
refer
braces.
parameter one. Dollar curly brackets parameter
Parameter.
one. Dollar curly brackets. What you want to place parameter one. Welcome to dollar curly brackets parameter one. Yes or not? Please call the function one. I want you to call the function one. Function one. I want you to pass React.js. React.js. This React.js is stored into parameter one. Welcome to React.js. How to catch it? How to catch it?
Variable.
Let result one colon string. Final result one contain what? Final result one contain what?
Welcome to
React.js. Console.log of result one. Please call the function one once again. I want to call the function one once again. Call the function one once again. We need to pass Angular 14. We need to pass what? Angular 14. Angular 14 stored into parameter 1. Welcome to Angular 14. How to catch it? How to catch it? Let result to colon string. Fine. Result to contain what? Result to contain what? Result to contain. Welcome to
Result.
Angular 14 or not? Welcome
Yes.
to Angular 14. Yes, what is the answer we are getting? Welcome to React.js and welcome to Angular 14. Guys, will say this one. How many lines of a business logic we have?
Only
One
one.
line. If we have only one line, which one is optional? Which one is optional? Curly
Written
brackets
and curly
optional
braces.
and
Curly braces.
written also optional. Curly brackets optional and written also optional. Fine. And one more point. One more point is the how many parameters we have?
One.
How many parameters we have? Only one parameter. If we have only one parameter at that time, this is a data type and everything is optional, guys. Yes, everything is optional. Whatever we have here, everything is optional. Fine. Check this one. Yes, we got the same output again. Say this one. If we have only one parameter, we can make a shortcut function like this. Whatever function we have, this function we can call shortcut function. Fine. Yeah, let me share this code also. I need to share this code also. Fine. Let me create another function. We need to create another function. Fine. Is it a arrow function? Is it a arrow function? Yes, this is the arrow function. This arrow function contain 4 parameters. How many parameters? 4 parameters. Parameter 1 colon string. Parameter 2 colon string equal to hello. What is parameter 1? Normal parameter, regular parameter. What is the parameter 2? Default parameter. Default parameter. Parameter 3 question mark colon.
Optional.
What do you call?
Optional parameter.
Next one. Dot parameter 4.
Spread
Parameter 4 colon string array. What do you call? String array.
Spread operator.
Totally how many parameters?
We have 4.
4 parameters. What is the first parameter? Parameter 1. Parameter 1 is the normal parameter or not? Normal parameter.
Normal parameter.
Parameter 2 is default parameter.
Default parameter, yes.
Parameter 3 is the optional
Optional
parameter. The optional parameter. Parameter 4 is first parameter or not? Parameter 4 is the first parameter or spread operator. Can I store arrow functions to one variable? Yes, how to store arrow function to one variable? Let
variable
function
name.
let a function one. Yes or not? So whatever the arrow function is there, that arrow function stored into one variable. This is the arrow function or not? This arrow function stored into one variable. What is that variable? Function 1. Print everything here. We need to print everything. How to print everything here?
Console.log
of parameter 1, comma, parameter 2, comma, parameter 3, comma, parameter 4. Console.log of parameter 1, comma, parameter 2, comma, parameter 3, comma, parameter 4. Yes, sir. Which one is compulsory?
Parameter 1.
First one is the compulsory or not? First one is the compulsory. Only first one is the compulsory, not second one. Only first one is the compulsory. Am I passing the first parameter?
No.
What is the error we are getting? Expected
At least one.
at least
Got 0.
one argument got 0. Expected at least one argument but got 0. So this is the error we are able to get here. Fine. Which one is a mandatory? Which one is a mandatory? Parameter 1. Did you supply parameter 1? No, we didn't supply parameter 1. So what is the error we are getting? Expected at least one argument but got 0. So this is the transpilation error, compile time error here. Fine.
Yes.
Let me call the function one once again. Function one, here itself we need to pass the React.js. Answer. Answer. React.js.
Hello.
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 Undefined.
Undefined.
And
Undefined.
Empty array. Empty array.
Empty array. See this one here itself. What is the answer? React.js.
React.js. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Undefined. Empty array.
Empty array.
Empty array. Fine. Let me call it once again. We need to call it once again. Let me call it once again. We need to call it once again. Function one, we need to pass undefined. Function one, we need to pass undefined. Undefined, store it into parameter. Undefined. Hello.
Hello.
Undefined. Empty array.
Empty array.
Undefined. Hello. Undefined. Empty array.
Empty array.
Yes.
Well, pass the null also. I wanted to pass the null. How to pass the null here? Function one null. Function one of null. Function one of null. Answer.
Null.
Hello.
Hello.
Undefined.
And empty array.
Is null, hello, undefined, empty array. The sum story. This is the sum story which is related to functions. Yes, guys. So this is the ending of functions, guys. Whatever we
यहाँ लेके
discussed,
बताओ
this is
मम्मी।
ending of functions. Fine. Now, guys, arrow functions are very important. Like to understand React, arrow functions are very important. Fine. Yeah, guys. Can we go for the oops topic?
Yes.
Oops. Like after completing the functions, then we need to go for the oops itself. Oops topic we need to do. So can we discuss oops in the tomorrow class? Yes. Now can we start the React.js?
Yes.
So let me start the React.js.
Sir,
Just to take the
can you please create one drive, because here it's make kind of that TypeScript and React just nodes are mixed. So
I'm not getting.
you are uploading here nodes, right? But if it will be better if you create one drive, because here TypeScript and React both nodes are mixed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I will create it today.
Yes,
Today I will create it.
okay, thanks.
Okay, now fine. Guys, so join within 5 to 10 minutes, then we will go for the React.js. Fine. But to understand React.js, arrow functions are important. If you know arrow functions, then React.js maximum is over. Fine. Just to take the 10 minutes of break. Now the time is the 8:01. Just to join it 8 to 10, 8 to 10 to 9:10, we will see the React.js.